Hi Cindy, thank you for contacting me about a reading. I'm really excited about having the opportunity to read your cards and just have a practice reading for other people. So your question was, how can I best take care of myself right now? So I'm going to start with pulling some cards which are going to just be about you, about you right now in this particular situation. And that's a good stepping stone to start moving forward in the things that you need to move forward in. So first we'll pull, the first cards we are going to pull are just going to be about you, and then we're going to move on from there. Let's pull some cards, all right? This one is definitely showing itself to me, this one. This one, and one more. This one is definitely sticking out. Okay, let's have a look at these cards. First we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Okay. All right, so just to start off with, we have a lot of cups. This indicates that you are looking for emotional healing. There is a lot going on with your emotions right now that maybe you're feeling a bit lost and unsure of yourself. With the Page of Cups in the center of your reading, I do feel like you are in a place where you are discovering new parts of yourself. There's a lot of fog here in this card, and this indicates to me that perhaps there are just some things that you're a little unsure about yourself. The Eight of Pentacles is indicating to me that before this point, this indicates that you have been really working hard at creating physical security. So that is to do with not only financial security, but you know, a nice home, and secure and very safe and secure surroundings. And in relation to your family, that could be creating good routines, that could be trying to manage the wants and needs of your family, as well as the wants and needs of yourself. And that has really been your focus in the past. But with the Knight of Cups, I can see that your perspective is changing a little, and you want to find a way not just to make your life work, but to also find happiness, something that is fulfilling, something that is joyful for you. So the Knight of Cups is really representative of love, positive connections, as well as ideas of happiness. And that is the space you've kind of been moving through recently, is to not just be able to fulfill the wants and needs of your family and fulfill your duty as a mother and wife, but also do that in a way that is fulfilling and has time for your own happiness. And I don't feel like you have thought about this for a while, and this is why there's so much fog in the Page of Cups, because you have been so focused on all of these other things that you just haven't really had the time to think about those things and to really. And so I almost feel like you just don't really know what it is you want and need. And your journey from this point on will probably be about trying to figure out those things that you want and need. I do feel like that maybe you're already looking to the past for your answers. However, your situation now is quite different, and who you were and what you did back then, it may not actually work very well with the Three of Wands. And I feel, and obviously something that is really important to you is not only to have this find your happiness, but is to find that happiness in a way that works really well with the people around you and with your situation. It's not just about looking at those things and finding answers in the past. It's also finding a way to bring those answers into your life in the present, and to work together with everyone in your current situation, to work together with those people and with your current situation to create the perfect balance. I'm going to use the Orient Animal Tarot to pull your next cards. They will give us a deeper indication of what is going on, the underlying influences. That one. Another one. Another one. Let's pull one more. Oh, that one came flying out as well. All right, let's have a look at these next cards. The Seven of Cups, the Star, the Three of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. With the Three of Cups reversed underneath the Page of Cups, the reason why you are in this fog is that you're feeling quite isolated from the people and the things that used to really support and fulfill you. With the Three of Cups reversed, I'm seeing that with the Three of Cups reversed, it's indicating to me that presently you are in a situation where you don't have all of the connections, the emotional connections and emotional support from people around you. You're not getting the support that you expected in this particular situation or in this particular part of your life. Perhaps you're feeling like you are doing a lot more on your own than you really expected to. And perhaps you are even struggling to actually find the time and the energy and the emotion and the motivation to reach out to people, to connect with people, and to the degree that you'd really like to. With the Seven of Cups, this is indicating that you feel like perhaps the needs of your family and the needs of running your household is forcing you to choose between the things that you need for yourself to fulfill you and to try and fulfill the needs of your family and your obligations in the home. And so the Seven of Cups is really indicating a choice, particularly next to the Star. It's indicating that you're constantly trying to choose between these two things and that you feel like you can't have the best of both worlds. However, the Queen of Pentacles is here to indicate that you actually have the power and the strength and the mental fortitude to take control of your situation. It may be a little bit difficult to start off with, but you definitely have the capacity. It's really indicating that you do have the potential to take control of your situation. And I do feel like you just really are in need of just clearing that fog away, those negative thought patterns, and perhaps even look back to a time when you were happy. How did you feel about yourself? What did you think about yourself? And what did you think about your relationships? And I think through reflecting on who you were in the past will help bring you to the Queen of Pentacles and empower you in a way that will really give you the opportunity to take control of your life and your situation. Start working towards and creating and growing the things that you want and need in the physical realm. And it's through finding this balance here with the Three of Wands, we are able to find ourselves released from the prison that we feel like we are in. It's through finding this balance in your life, you will find yourself released from the prison you feel like you are in right now. So the Eight of Swords is a card that usually, when upright, represents feeling trapped and hurt and isolated, whereas in this particular situation, because it is reversed, we are seeing a release. You will find a way to release yourself from this situation, from this confusion, by thinking about and planning what it is you want and what you need and what is important to you, as well as what is important to your family, and then finding a way to make that work all together. You will be able to empower yourself and be released. All right, I am going to next pull some oracle cards. Alright, what messages do we have for Cindy? What messages do we have for Cindy? What messages do we have for Cindy? What messages does the universe have for Cindy? What messages does the universe have for Cindy? Okay. 1. What messages does the universe have for Cindy? 2. What messages does the universe have for Cindy? 3. First, we have sensitize. So with Pisces and sensitize, I feel like you are quite an intuitive person. The universe is there to help you. It's just, I feel like in your current situation that maybe you have desensitized a little from this intuitive knowing and this universal connection and the messages that from spirit that you probably have received in the past. And this is really representing the fog in your heart and in your mind here, is that you've been so caught up in all of this other stuff that you just have kind of you haven't given yourself the opportunity to open up and connect with the universe in the same way that you used to. I feel like once you connect more with the universe, you will allow yourself to kind of let go of some of these negative perspectives. All right, next we have Libra with balance. So you are really being encouraged to find that balance. And I also see with Pisces, we have these two elements here as well as Libra. And this is indicating that there are two very polarizing sides of yourself. There are the things that you want and the things that you were hoping for. And there's probably like what the present situation is and what you're actually capable of. And I feel like those are the two main aspects, what you are finding so challenging. And it's about finding a balance between these two things. We can have a lot of ideas about what it is we want and we need, but it doesn't always mean that particular idea is very practical. So it's kind of finding a balance between those two things, and the way we can go about that is doing it slowly. Put a bit here and put a bit on the other side, and just really experiment, not only feeling what is right for you and feeling what feels good, but also trying to bring that into your life and into your existence in a way that doesn't compromise the other commitments in your life. Next we have abundance. Jupiter with abundance. So the message that I'm getting from Spirit is that these things are already in your life in some way, and maybe you just haven't given yourself the opportunity, or you haven't found a way to balance your life in a way that you can really enjoy these things. And I do feel like the message in these cards is that you do have everything that you want and need. And I almost feel like I just get the image that you're reaching out and it's just that little bit out of reach. It's there right in front of you, but you just can't reach it right now. And it's not about making that massive jump to get there. It's about changing things little by little. Wake up in the morning and think, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do this one thing that's going to help me step towards the things that I want to create in my life. Every morning, wake up and find that one thing that you're going to do, because it is there. It's within your reach. All right, last cards I'm going to pull are just some positive messages for you that are going to help you move towards the things that you are really hoping for. Messages, additional messages for Cindy. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What other messages do we have? First we have, you are light. Then we have, magic happens when you most expect it. And last, Creator Water. Creator Water. Okay, this is telling me particularly you are light is underneath Pisces, and Pisces is a very intuitive and connected and emotional sign, and I feel like this is telling me that you do have the light within yourself. It is there. It's just perhaps at this time you haven't been able to feel that light, perhaps for a while. And with magic happens when you most expect it, this is telling us that you kind of haven't really been expecting any magic to happen. That perhaps you haven't been thinking the most empowering thoughts. And by thinking about more empowering thoughts, you will be able to create the magic. You are the master of your own story. So if you want a magical life, if you want amazing things, and you can create that magic as a part of your everyday existence by merely just thinking about it. By doing this bit by bit, you will be making changes every single day to your perspective and your emotional availability too for others and your family and the people around you. Water is the element of emotions and feeling. These cards are really telling me that if you know your magic and if you know your light, you will be able to create the abundance that you, and the joy and the happiness that you've always wanted. Anyway, that is all the messages I see in the cards for you today. I hope you found this reading empowering and helpful, and I will see you next time.